Well, hi, ladies. How's everybody?
Good. How are
Good.
you?
Listen, I'm good and I'm honored. I'm excited to be with you guys today. I really, really am. I know you probably had so many interviews, so much stuff since coming back from Tokyo that it's like I don't know if you're trying to decompress or if you can't even decompress yet. First, I'm going to start with Simone because everyone knows you guys all had an intense Tokyo Olympics. I feel like, though, and correct me if I'm wrong, that it might have even brought you guys even closer together. That's how it looked from the outside in. Is that true?
I think so, just because we had to quarantine a little bit. So at the beginning and throughout the whole entire process, all we had was each other. So that made us a stronger team, as well as team final, kind of having to switch out. It was quite a meet. So yes, I would say yes.
Jade, is it something that like you can even explain to people, or is it one of those things like you just have to be in our inner circle and you just kind of had to be there?
It's pretty hard to explain. I just feel like it all happened so fast and like you kind of just, I had to be there.
Well, America can't get enough of you guys, so I hope you know that. And Jordan, that's one of the reasons why we're getting this 35 city tour for you guys, Gold Over America tour. What kind of experience can fans expect from this?
There's going to be so much going on. I mean, if you truly think about it, it's going to be like a humongous gymnastics spectacular. There's going to be LED lights. There's going to be interactions in different type of ways on like social media and stuff. So it's going to be really fun. There's going to be dancing and gymnastics as well. So it's going to be a really enjoyable tour.
Yeah. Hey, Mykayla, can you ever explain to anybody what an Olympic experience is like? I mean, I sit there and I look at them and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, oh, I can flip, but no, I know I can't. But can you ever explain to anybody like what that experience is like? Number one, representing your country, and then being like the elite of the elite level of an athlete.
It's definitely crazy. I mean, it didn't even like hit me until, we competed our first event, which was floor, and Simone came running over like, you're officially Olympian. It's real. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like it really is. Like we competed, we're Olympians now. So, I mean, obviously it kind of feels just like any other meet, but it's obviously a lot more stressful and a lot more nerve wracking. Like when we had podium training, I was actually like, oh, this is good. We got this. And then once I got out there, I was like, okay, this is a lot worse than I thought it was going to be. And, we didn't get to have any fans. So I feel like, I do really well under pressure. So it's definitely just a lot of emotions, a different experience for sure, but there is nothing like it. I wish I could relive that moment. It was just the coolest experience you could ever have. So I'm just so grateful for, this opportunity and for all the girls and for Simone helping me every step of the way and being able to step in for vault and just having her cheer me on. It was seriously so cool. And I know she, had to sit up in the stands and I wish she could have been out there, but everything was it was a dream come true. And it seriously it was amazing.
Simone, were you kind of like Mother Hen even before? I feel like maybe you were.
Yeah, I feel like in a way, yes, because I've been there, I've done it. Most of us have been to Worlds, but in Olympic Games, Mykayla got to go to 2016, but it's very different. It's very stressful, and to be on such a big stage after COVID and all of that, I felt like they just needed a little bit of guidance and to know they weren't alone. So
Grace, is Mykayla right? It's like the same set of players, but just at a heightened level, the Olympic experience.
It's really nice to see them all again. I mean, it's been a long time. I loved watching their gymnastics improve along with the rest of our team.
Well, I'm just going to give you guys flowers today because you deserve it. So Simone, we've thought of you as the GOAT for a very, very long time. So what kind of advice do you give to the rest of these girls who now America has fallen in love with, and we're considering them the GOATs too?
I would just say be smart, especially on social media, because that can play a huge role for the rest of our careers. But just have fun, capitalize on your success, and just go out there. And I mean, you guys are Olympic medalists, so it's awesome.
I think that I heard another word attached to you throughout this whole experience besides the GOAT, and that was hero or heroine. So now that you've come home and you've had the chance to process everything, are you still very happy and comfortable with the decision that you made?
Yes, I'm very content with my decision. Obviously, there are still a lot of feels and emotions behind it. But as far as my Olympic experience goes, it was a very unique and there was nothing like it. We even got to interact with the boys. And I usually am not in the stands, but I got to be. So I got to experience the Olympics in a different way. And I believe everything happens for a reason. So I wouldn't take it back for the world. Gave the girls so many opportunities, but I'm content. I mean, I wasn't in the right headspace to compete. So I can't be mad. I did the safest decision and it took a lot of courage.
Well, let me go on the record and say I am incredibly proud of you. So very proud of you and support you 1000%.
Thank you.
But we're entertainment tonight. So we like to talk about entertainment. And Miss Jordan, you gained a new little celebrity friend throughout this whole experience. Normani, I love that.
Yes, I'm still kind of in shock. So when I found out everything, how it all started, I woke up at 4:00 in the morning Tokyo time, which is really, really crazy. And I thought I was just seeing things in my DMs and, it said Normani. And I was like, I'm a little confused. This is crazy. And she had messaged me and was like, congrats, you're doing so good. And then she ended up following me, and then there's this whole long thing that just went on. It's amazing. I love her so much. I'm still in shock.
I just like to see women supporting women in that way. You didn't even know her and she just wanted to reach out and say, atta girl. I think that's really, really cool. Simone, we saw that with you too. I mean, so many celebrities supported your decision. We saw Andy Cohen, Kerry Washington, Michelle Obama, Taylor Swift, everybody coming out and saying, no, we've got your back, girl. We really do. What has that meant to you? And did Taylor really make you cry?
Yes, I mean, it was just so sweet and so special because obviously after pulling out of the team final, I didn't expect that sort of support and love that I got. And it was very overwhelming and it was just so sweet.
Jade, your dad is also your coach. So he was there by your side. Is he going to be with you on the GOAT tour? Are we going to get to see him?
No, he won't be on the GOAT tour. But it will be I feel like the longest time I've ever been away from him in my life.
Aw, listen, do we have to put out a bat signal to get him? Really, can this happen?
It's okay.
Mykayla, I do feel Simone talked about you got the experience in 2016, and now you did have this second chance this time. What did that second chance mean for you? Because I know it probably was nerve-wracking and scary, but what did that second chance mean to you at the Olympics?
Yeah, so, after 2016 being the alternate, I was kind of ready to be done in the elite world. So I wanted to go to college and, gymnastics was really hard when we had Marta and with everything that went on. So it was really nice to regain the love for the sport. And, I kind of knew in the back of my head that there would be a chance for me maybe coming back and trying for 2020, but it wasn't, I didn't really know it was going to happen. And, after all the setbacks that I've had throughout, the last 2 years trying to go for this Olympics, it's been such a roller coaster being married and having COVID and pneumonia and kind of having a little bit of a foot injury. It was just I really wanted to make the team, and knowing that I was I hope all this hard work pays off. And even being an alternate last time, just having that experience, I really want to have that again, but to actually be out on the floor and compete with the team. So it was seriously, words can't even describe how happy I am. So it was definitely worth it.
Simone, you really are a part of a growing number of athletes, especially who have said, we have to have this conversation about mental health. We have to. Right. It's imperative for us. We've seen just this week, again, Naomi Osaka getting very emotional, having to leave a press conference. Right. Have you connected with her? Have you guys had a chance to just talk about what you go through as a unit?
Sorry, I'm trying to go to her text now because she was actually really sweet and she reached out, and I was so overwhelmed, so I didn't get the chance to respond, but I had so many people reach out and she was just so sweet. I saw what has happened with her in previous times, and she's speaking up about mental health. And I think it's really important that athletes in general put their mental health first, because at the end of the day, that's going to determine how well we go out there and compete in whatever sport that is. And so I think now that it's leading topic of conversation is really helpful, because at the end of the day, we are athletes. It is our craft, but we're human too.